Your combat style seems so unrefined.
Well, I prefer to call it powerful. On the battlefield, delicacy will only get you killed. In real warfare, you need guts first, power second, vigor third and fourth, and instinct fifth.
You make a persuasive argument.
Well, yeah. You're talking to a mercenary here.
How long have you been one?
Well, for as long as I can remember. When I was your age, I was already a veteran. Trust me, kid, I'm a lot wiser than I look. I've been through enough to earn it.
Since your advice carries the weight of experience, I will remember it well.
Aw, come on, no reason to bring your spirits down. You do your thing and let me do mine. I'll handle the heavy lifting.
Yeah, okay. Leia, you can't just sneak onto a ship. That's against the law.
Oh, really, Mr. Rashagal's most wanted?
She does have you there.
Oh, don't worry. I gave the sailors free coupons to my family's lodge in exchange for my passage.
By the way, how were you able to figure out that we were headed to Lakutam Seahaven?
Funny story. I got on a ship that I assumed was going to Sapstrath, but it turned out to be Lakutam bound.
Wait, so you got on the wrong ship and found us purely by chance?
Dumb luck is truly a frightful thing.
Got that? You're not allowed to see him anymore.
Who asked you? I'm old enough to choose my own boyfriends.
Damn it, why won't you listen to me?
Out of my way!
I'm sorry. My little sister's in a bad mood right now. Why must she torture me like this? If only our parents were still alive. That boyfriend of hers has problems. But when I tell her not to see him, well, you saw what happened.
But isn't that her choice to make?
I know, but I can't bear to watch her make a mistake like that. I'm sorry. I need to go look for her.
I know you're hiding there.
Give me a break. Where does she get off talking about me like that?
So why do you stay with her? Just go off on your own.
I can't. She's been sick and weak for as long as I can remember. She needs my help. Besides, she's my sister.
Interesting.
Oh crap, there she is! See ya!
Say, Mila, do you have a family?
No. Though the four may be something close to one.
Do you ever wish you had one?
No. I can't say it's an idea that I've really thought about.
I see.
Having my own family. No. That's ridiculous.
You left Laurent without even telling your parents, right? Shouldn't you go back home to see them? Your mom's probably still fuming.
Yeah.
Hey, are we close to Niakara?
Are we?
Don't you want to drop by?
Why? I have no business there. Is there some reason you want to go?
No, of course not. I just figured the villagers might be worried. They worship you, remember?
I appreciate your concern for the villagers' well-being, but we have no time for detours.
If we follow the Lakutam High Road north, we shall reach a city known as Shandu. We should head there first.
Hold your horses. What about that monster that prowls the high road? What's it called? The Lord of Lakutam?
My, you are well informed. Rest assured, the Lord of Lakutam is a slave to spirit climbs just like any other monster. Now that we have shifted into Renome, the beast will be positively timid. I doubt it will venture anywhere near the high road.
See, little buddy? No reason to be scared.
Don't expect me to pluck you from the monster's jaws, Spud.
Right then. Let's hit the high road.
All right! Another wall scaled! What you got there?
This? It's a pendant.
I've seen that before. Isn't that Mila's? You said you treasured that pendant.
I did. That's why I gave it to Jude.
A gift from Mila, huh?
A treasured relic of Lord Maxwell herself. I wonder how much I could hawk that for.
It's just a bead made out of glass. Its value is purely sentimental.
How interesting. Could we ask you to tell us the story behind it?
Was it about 14 years ago? I left Nia Carriages for a day. I remember happening across some children and playing games with them.
I thought you just stayed in your shrine while people worshipped you.
Normally, yes. That was the first and last time I ever played like humans do. Even after I told them who I was. They didn't hold back in the slightest. They beat me soundly at tag and hide and seek.
I'm glad you didn't use the power of the Four to win.
I might have, but I had ordered the four away on a special mission that day.
So if they had been there, you really would have used them?
A special mission for the Four, 14 years ago. Huh.
They were wild, rambunctious children. But when I left, they gave me that glass bead and said we could play again tomorrow.
They must have wanted to be friends.
You know, I never felt closer to humans than I did on that day. That was when I knew I wanted to protect them.
A lovely story.
I know just how you feel. Is it safe to leave Giselle behind?
Oh, I assure you that I'm not the only one looking out for her. The house staff has served the Sherrill family for years, and the citizens of Sherrilton are always supportive. It's all due to Lord Klein's fair leadership.
It's not just that. Giselle works really hard to stay strong. She's so cool. No wonder she's Ellie's friend.
Indeed. We are all quite proud of our young Lady Sherrill.
Let's all strive to make her as proud of us.
Come look at this. More wanted posters of Jude and Mila. Whoa, you both look so evil.
Seriously, what was the military thinking when they made these? These jokers protect your country?
Actually, they use a special spirit art expressly for the purpose of creating these posters. Instead of focusing on outward appearances, the art renders one's deepest essence into physical form.
Seriously?
So this poster is actually showing how we are on the inside?
Impossible.
I can sort of see it, actually. Look how well this illustration captures Mila's callousness.
And the one of Jude captures his surprisingly decisive side like nothing I've ever seen. The more I look at it, the more it really resembles Jude and Mila. Oh no, they'll be caught for sure.
Wow, I didn't realize it was so bad.
I was a fool not to fear this poster. To think that human aesthetics might be our undoing.
Oh dear. How am I going to tell them that it was all a joke now? The spirit climb in Lakutam keeps the area cloaked in a perpetual golden sunset.
Oh, that sounds so romantic.
My stomach seems to be empty again. When do we eat?
Again with this one. Good performance, but terrible fuel efficiency.
Let's do this!
Alright! I'll help too!
It's not working? Alright!
I'll help too!
Focus! Let's do this! Alright!
Alright!
I've never traveled this deep into Azul before.
Nor I. In Rashagal, very little is known about the interior regions of Azul.
Well, if anyone has any questions, fire away. I've actually come here a number of times.
Because you have a girl in Azul?
I came for work, mind you. Work. But sure, I may have met a few girls over the course of my duties.
Not the most emphatic denial. Expecting a message, Alvin?
Huh?
I've seen him using that bird to send letters before. To a woman, apparently.
Sorry, folks, I'll be done in a jiff. Everyone, take 5.
Hey, Mila. You gave something to Ivor a while back. Was it the thing you swiped from the laboratory?
Yes. It was the Spyrex used to operate the Lance of Kresnik.
That little thing? But shouldn't you keep it with you?
No. In fact, it would be dangerous to get anywhere near the Lance of Kresnik with that Spyrex in hand.
Oh, well, you know better than me.
There is a problem, however. The channeling circle that bound and captured the Four. I believe it was generated by that Spyrex. I will need to generate a channeling circle of equal power to release them.
In other words, you'll need that Spyrex to save the Four Great Spirits.
I may need the Four's power to destroy the Lance of Kresnik, too. The real question, then, is when should I retrieve the key from Ivor?
Hey, does that mean you can also use Spyrex to cast arts? It's not just for the Lance of Kresnik?
What's the simplest way to explain this? Remember the street lamps in Fenmont? People light them with spirit arts. It's a simple parlor trick. Even a child could do it. But what happens if more powerful spirit arts are required?
Those require a powerful caster, someone with a mana lobe of sufficient capacity. The greater the capacity, the more mana can be produced when using arts. That capacity is determined at birth. It's immutable.
Precisely. That's one of the laws of Rizemaxia. But a Spyrex doesn't rely on the caster at all. A caster wielding a Spyrex can power anything, from a tiny streetlight to a gigantic object like the Lance of Kresnik. Mana capacity ceases to be a limitation.
But that sounds really handy.
It is handy, and that's precisely why it's so dangerous. With the Spyrex, anyone can wield arts potent enough to capture the Four, and anyone can use that power to kill others, just as they plan to do with the Lance of Kresnik. Anyhow, we should get going.
She's right about one thing. Weapons like the Lance of Kresnik must be destroyed. But is Spyrex itself really such a bad thing?
You seem to know a lot about golems. What was that you said about earth spirits?
Golems are artificial constructs created by the Rashigal army through Earth Spirit channeling. They can only work within particular spirit climes, but they're very powerful.
Impressive.
Isn't she smart? Although she did just hear all that from Rowan.
So she's just the conductor's parrot.
Elise learns spirit arts through intuition alone, so she hasn't made a proper study of the subject. However, once she learns something, her ability to recall it is quite impressive.
I learned a lot of other things too. Like Fenmon is protected to the north and south by golems, and the Fezabel Marsh. It's an impregnable defense.
Impregnable, huh? Can you tell me what that means?
Well...
Perhaps it's time we expand our lessons beyond just spirit arts.
Hey, Mila? Are you really Maxwell?
I am. Had I not mentioned that yet?
Ah, she isn't human! Run away!
Having seen the strength of Mila's resolve, I have no trouble believing that to be true.
So how come you look so normal?
I have taken physical form by using the elements within a human body as a catalyst. Though it has proven to be an irksome vessel with many limitations.
So Mila is Maxwell in a human body.
Well, it doesn't change who she is, right? Let's leave it at that. It's still a little scary.
But haven't you always known Mila to be scary when she's angry about something?
I guess that's true.
Are they afraid of me? Or is that a sign of respect? Well, I suppose either will do.
When I see a sunset like this, I can't help but think of home. Give it to us straight, Doc. How's Mila doing?
I understand this Asperixis device is quite advanced, but I can't imagine it could have healed such a grievous wound in so little time.
When I first applied the Asperixis, It caused such intense pain that she passed out. But now that she's more used to it, she can tolerate it, as long as she doesn't exert herself.
Doesn't sound like she's ready for any kind of battle. Sorry, I shouldn't give you such a hard time. It's not like Mila would let a little pain slow her down, right?
Thank you for the explanation. We'll take the lead for a while and give Mila time to rest.
As long as I'm on the battlefield, I'm sure we'll get by.
Thanks, guys.